Hey, what's up everybody? Today on the channel, I have a pleasure, nay, an honor, to share with you a signature cocktail from a tiki bar in Dallas, Texas. Today, we're going to be showing you how to make a Martiki Swizzle from Swizzle. I'm Andy, this is Easy Tiki Drinks, and, well, let's do this. So back in March of this year, I happened to travel to Dallas for one of my other jobs. For those of you that don't know, making cocktail videos on camera is not my full-time job. So for my full-time job, I happened to take a trip to Dallas, and of course, whenever I travel to a city, I seek out the best tiki bars and, well, go and visit. So Swizzle in Dallas, Texas was opened in 2019 by Marty and Jen Reyes. Now, they opened it after a series of pop-ups that they had been doing, and they were like, we need a more permanent home for this. So in 2019, they rented the space, renovated it, and, well, opened Swizzle. Swizzle is a classic tiki bar that is fully immersive from the minute you walk into the kind of entryway and into the bar itself. The music in the background is exotica. There are swizzles everywhere. There is photography and paintings on the walls. There is bamboo and thatch and just basically everything that you would think from a classic tiki bar is in Swizzle. Now it is a small space, so if you plan on going, I suggest reaching out ahead of time, seeing if they're open, or even making reservations if they take them. I'm honestly not sure if they do. But I happened to go during happy hour and it was super dead. I was actually the only one sitting at the bar. So of course I sat at the bar and started ordering drinks. Well, I happened to order a zombie, and the zombie that they have on the menu is a version of the 1956 zombie, not the original 34. And I happened to point it out. I said, hey, this is a really nice 56 zombie. And of course, the bartender said, you know your stuff. And I said, yeah, I happen to have a YouTube channel. We got to talking, come to find out, the gentleman that was serving me drinks happens to be Jen and Marty's son, Kirby. So we got to talking some more, talked about tiki history. I had him make me this Martiki Swizzle, and I loved it. So I asked him, hey, would you mind if I shared this content, if I shared this recipe? He said, no, go for it. So I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself that it's taken me this long to share it, but regardless, nevertheless, let's see what we're gonna need to make this Martiki Swizzle. For this cocktail, we are going to need an unaged Overproof Jamaican rum, an aged Demerara Rum, Demerara Syrup, pineapple juice, and lime juice. So as you can see, not many ingredients. And honestly, that kind of fits the theme of this channel. Now there are a few ingredients in here that I had to sub out for what they use at Swizzle, and we'll go over that right now. The unaged Jamaican Overproof rum that I'm using is Ray & Nephew. At Swizzle they use Rum Fire, which I wish I had on this bar, and it's just difficult for me to get where I live. For the aged Demerara rum, I'm going with Eldorado 12. At Swizzle they use Hamilton 86. They actually use mostly Hamilton rums when they mix. I'm actually really excited to do this cocktail and make it because this is the first time I'm using a lele. And so this is a kind of old school way to swizzle or chill and dilute cocktails before shaking tins. This is an actual wood one that I picked up from Cocktail Kingdom. If you want to pick up your own, go for it. I will tell you they are expensive, and I'm not sure if they're super necessary, but I can't do a swizzle cocktail without a swizzle stick, so yeah. Anyway, let's see how we're gonna build this cocktail, and we'll sip on it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. So we're gonna be building this one in the glass. So in a Collins glass, add 1/2 an ounce or 15 mils of lime juice. Follow that up with 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of pineapple juice. Next up, we have 1/2 an ounce or 15 mils of Demerara Syrup. And finally, to our glass, we're gonna add 1 ounce or 30 mils of our Overproof Unaged Jamaican rum. Next, we're gonna fill the glass 3/4 of the way up with crushed ice. Next up is where we have some fun. We are going to be swizzling this cocktail until the outside is frosted to properly chill and dilute the cocktail. We're now gonna top it off with some more crushed ice. Once we top it off with more crushed ice, we're going to take 3/4 of an ounce of our aged Demerara rum and float that right on top. And then for a garnish, we're going to go with 3 pineapple fronds, a swizzle stick. I happen to have one from Swizzle, so of course I'm going to use that. And don't forget our Surfside Sip straws. And there you have it, the Martiki Swizzle by Marty Reyes, as served, well, kind of, with a few substitutions, at Swizzle in Dallas, Texas. Let's give it a try. Let's see if I made it just as good as they did when I had it back in March. Automatically, I'm going to make a confession. I really wish I had Rumfire on this bar. I think Rumfire would have taken this cocktail up another notch. Now, typically I don't talk about specific bottles when I mix. I talk about types of spirits, and I usually try to keep it to a small list. This is easy tiki drinks after all. Now, an unaged, overproof Jamaican rum is not something that a lot of people may typically have on their bar, and I get it and it's okay. I will say the Wray & Nephew is a blended rum, so it's both pot and column still, and the Rumfire that they use from Hampton Estate is a pure pot still Jamaican rum. So the Rumfire is going to bring more of those esters and more of that hogo that I really think actually would have taken this cocktail up another notch. While the version that I made is good, I think Rumfire would definitely have brought this from like a 9 to like an 11. Also, if you don't happen to have an unaged overproof Jamaican rum on your bar, and I get it, it's not called for in a ton of cocktails and it's pretty abrasive to some people, you can swap it out for a lightly aged rum. However, I am going to suggest that you find an unaged rum that is a little bit of a higher proof. So maybe something like a Probitas or a Veritas, depending upon where you are in the world. I did actually pick up a bottle of Tiki Lover's White the other day at 50 ABV or 100 proof, and that would work really, really well in this cocktail as well. Something like a Plantation 3-star may fall a little flat, so you're definitely gonna want something with a little bit more oomph on it. Just keep that in mind. But anyway, let's talk about this cocktail and its flavor profile. It is sweet, it is tart, it is well balanced, it is tropical. It's still, even though I'm using the Wray & Nephew, there's still obviously that pineapple from the pineapple juice and the pineapple from the Jamaican rum, but we've also kind of got that other fruit salad mix in there, that banana, mango, that papaya. All of that's really, really nice. Overall, it could be a little sweet between the pineapple juice and the Demerara syrup, but the lime juice is doing a good job of cutting through it. Anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. A nice short one for you. I just wanted to showcase a cocktail from a modern tiki bar and show you that even modern tiki cocktails don't need to be elaborate. They can be, and that's fun, but they can also be nice and simple and just slight riffs or variations on classic cocktails. So that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Instagram at EasyTikiDrinks. I've actually been producing even more content over there just because this has been taking me so long to do. The videos just require more work, post-editing, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm pushing out even more content, more cocktails over on Instagram. So definitely make sure to subscribe over there and check me out. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. So until next time, you know the deal. Take it easy.